Hey guys, what's up? I am the Stormchild. So today, I will present to you my favorite albums of the year 2019. So a year with many great albums, and yeah, it was a bit hard to choose these 10 albums, but I just have chosen them by the most listened ones, definitely, because there are albums maybe are better in some way, but I just have more fun with another album. Maybe you can get the idea. It was just like what were the album I listened the most in this year. So I don't want to talk so much. I just it's a top 10. I begin with the number 10, and that was the album from Cellar Darling, The Spell. Very interesting album. I have done a lot of reaction videos for them, especially before the album was released. And yeah, this album is so complex and so many elements. The great voice of Anna Murphy is all over. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I just love it. It's an album I can't listen all the time. You have to be in the right mood, because sometimes it is really complicated songwriting and you really have to get into it and listen to it. But definitely one of the highlights of this year. Number 9 is the new Rammstein album. It was released on my May the 17th. It was the birthday of one of my sisters. That's the reason I remember that. So yeah, the album was pretty cool. It was a real hype. After 10 years, a new Rammstein album definitely was a highlight. So I listened to it not so much, but the most time before I went to the concert in August, which was absolutely amazing. And so yeah, but it has to be on the list because it's just a highlight that Rammstein released a new album, and it was so cool. Maybe not the best Rammstein album. I think everybody has the same idea about that, but it was so cool and something special, so it has to be in the top 10 for sure. On number 8, it's an album that was released only 3 weeks ago, The Old Dead Tree, The End. So this album has only, I think, 5 tracks, but it is so perfect. I just love it. So I have said that in the reaction video for the song for the album. And I just love this band since over 15 years now, and it was so cool that they have released new stuff and they play a few concerts. Maybe I have the chance to go there because they are absolutely fantastic live. So the album is called The End, and hopefully this is not the end for the band. That would be very sad, because there's so much potential still after all these years. Amazing album, amazing songs. Every song is just perfect, so I love this album. So I hadn't the chance to listen to it so much because it was just released, but that's the reason. And number 7 is also a band I have talked a lot here on my channel. I'm talking about Mereth and the album Shaggy. And this is not only a beautiful album cover, I'll just love it, but definitely just a cool mix-up all over. If you like this style with this, it's a bit between more catchy songs and how can I say this, more progressive style. It was just, but it has a right balance, and this great voice overall, it just is something I have listened a lot this year. Also because I have seen them live the first time, which was absolutely awesome. I love it. I will see them in March again on the headliner tour here. I will be there with my beautiful girlfriend Christina, because what she heard from me she also liked, and the style is so unique. So I think that's going to be awesome. A great album, great tracks. Definitely one of the best ones. At number 6 I have Sasha Paet's Masters of Ceremony and the album Signs of Wings. So I have also done a lot of reaction videos for them here on my channel. I think that's really easy to get my top 10 if you have watched all my videos. So a great album. I was very surprised that Sasha Paet, the guitar player of Avant Asia and also producer from many bands, just released an album with Adrian Cohen on vocals. As you all know, I'm a big fan of her and her vocal performance. And in this album you have so many different songs and singing styles, and yeah, it was a bit rougher than expected from the style, but it was so cool, and it has this right balance all over. So this album just don't get boring. It was just like when it finished, you just want to press play again. I have done that a lot when it was released, because it just is one of the best albums. It's really like that. I loved it. So yeah, great album. If you haven't listened to it, you won't regret it, I can tell you. On place 5, it's a bit difficult because it was not really a new album, because it was a live album. Of course, I'm talking about Nightwish. So I have to do this in the top 10, because yeah, for me it is a bit like a new album, because there are so many old tracks, new arranged, also with Flo Jansen on vocals, so it feels a bit like a new Nightwish album. Maybe you can get the point. Decades live in Buenos Aires, I have taught a lot of that here on my channel. Also have done a review for the Blu-ray if you haven't watched it. So definitely, of course, for me as a big Nightwish fan, a big highlight of this year. And I'm pretty sure in the next year in the top 10 there will be the new Nightwish album. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, but it has to be in the list, of course. On place 4 we have Avant Asia and the album Moonglow. So yeah, I have heard it a lot. Really, it's just like, for me, Avant Asia album, there is no bad Avant Asia album for me. It's just like so cool songs, cool singers, and I was just really waiting that this was released. I also have seen them twice this year, which was absolutely amazing. The last time 2 weeks ago, which was absolutely fantastic. A great album, great songs again. For me, not the strongest Avant Asia album, but as I said, they don't have really a weak album. So great album, I just love it. Also great album cover. On place 3 is Fauna, a band, yeah, I found out because of you, and you give me that request, and I'm really thankful for that, because that is also an album. I think it was released in July, if I'm not wrong. I have listened so often, really. It is just such a cool album, and also the other album that they have released are so cool. I just love it. The album called Satet Palata Savat. If the pronouncement is wrong, I'm sorry, but the album is great. Also the album cover, I just love it. Yeah, it is just a perfect album. Amazing. If you haven't heard it yet, do that. It's absolutely worth it. On place 2 we have Battlebeast. That was a bit of a surprise, the album No More Hollywood Endings. So because I wasn't such a fan of the last Battlebeast album, there were cool songs and it was okay, but it was for me nothing so special. But also when the first single was released, No More Hollywood Endings, it was just like, yeah, it hit me really quick. I have done a reaction video, and maybe I have said a bit something different, but as you all know, music has to grow on you a bit, also with the second single Eden, which was my 1000 subscriber special video. Yeah, it was just like, but the album is so great. It is definitely for me the best Battlebeast album. Also, when I think about the old Battlebeast album, really, I just love the new album because it is such a cool style and so many different songs and emotions and tempos. It just has everything. I also have seen them twice live this year, and it's always so great to see Battlebeast live. If you haven't seen it, it is definitely so cool, and I can wait to see them once again, and I can wait for the new album. Hopefully in 1 year or something they will release a new one, because this was so cool. I haven't listened to it so many times. I think it was released in March, and yeah, it was just like running here through my apartment the whole time, because it's just so good. It's just so good. I just love it. And also there was the time when the CD stopped, I just pressed play again because I just want to listen to it again. That is definitely the best sign. And now my number one, maybe you can get it, what my number one is. It's Somnium, Heart Like a Grave. Definitely the album of the year for me. That was the easiest decision to make. I just knew it from the very first second. This is my album of the year because it is just like absolutely amazing. Great songs. Also, when the single were released before the album came out, sadly I couldn't do this year on my channel because of copyright issues. But it was just like from the very first second I was just in it. Also with Naoyani Lima Thailand on guitar and clean vocals, fits so perfect. Amazing songwriting. So unique, so emotional, such kind of mood music, so perfect. Also saw them live the first time this year, which made my feeling about the album even stronger, because that was also my favorite concert of the year. That was, yeah, a bit hard to decide, and because maybe I have seen them the first time live ever, definitely, and it was just so good, and I can wait to see them live again, because that was, yeah, that was definitely the album that hit me so much, and I will listen to this a lot more in the future, because it's, for me, just perfect from every second. 10 of 10 points for me. So yeah, that were my top 10 albums of the year 2019. I think there will be cool releases next year, definitely. So yeah, maybe you can tell me your favorite albums in the comments, would be very interesting. Also, there were albums I was thinking to do in the top 10, but I just haven't listened to it so much. Like the new Dark Element album, new Taya album or something. That were just albums I haven't listened so much yet. So I can have this feeling. But I was thinking about that, and I definitely will listen to the album, because there were so many albums released, like the Swallow of the Sun album or something. There were so many great albums. So yeah, it was really hard to choose. So yeah, with that said, guys, tell me your thoughts, your albums of the year. Would be very interesting. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. It would be so awesome, and I really hope we see us the next time. I'm the Stormchild. Bye.